What is up, guys? TheGreatWall back at it again with another video. I know we've been kind of off the grid for a while, just to kind of clear that all up. I did get busy with school, so that's why we didn't finish the admin calendar, but we did do a Christmas pack opening video that came out right before this one, I think, hopefully. So, yeah, I know I wanted to continue it, but with school and work and everything in between, it kind of made it impossible. So, I won't be finishing that one, unfortunately. Yeah, sucks, but it happens. That being said, today we are going to be doing another Make It Work. I am going to bang out the last, I think it's like 13 Make It Work challenges, get them out for you guys, and then we'll hop into some other stuff. But today we do have the Arizona Diamondbacks. They have a great roster, for the most part. Definitely a lot of holes here. Starting pitching-wise, only really have 4 good guys, and then it's kind of very meh from there. Relief pitchers are meh. We have a good closer for the most part. We have 2 good closers, a couple of other decent relief pitchers, great catcher, good enough backup, not a good first baseman, great second baseman, one of the best in the game, obviously. Awful third baseman, good shortstop, decent prospect shortstop. They have a couple of good prospects that should hopefully help make this possible. Decent left fielder, couple of prospects. Not a good center fielder. They got two very meh, one somewhat prospect. Great right fielder. So I think we might have to make probably 3 moves. I think is going to be what we do. I might just run a 4-man rotation, hope that plays. But I definitely need a first baseman, a third baseman, and maybe another outfielder. Actually, I might try to move someone else in-house around. Jake McCarthy might not be bad out there. Corbin Carroll, if you don't know, if you move him to center field, he goes up to like a 95. He's a stud there, so he will be playing center field for us. But off-rip, we're making at least 2 moves for a first baseman and third baseman. I'm going to go find who we're going to get, and then we will get them. So, yeah. All right, the first move we're going to make is Eduardo Rodriguez and Tyler Locklear for Joey Cantillo. We're not going to keep Joey. We're going to turn him into a starter and trade him, so yeah. All right, we're going to trade Kason Cunningham, Tommy Troy, and Joey Cantillo for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Like I said, we need 2 players at least. I want to make sure those 2 players are absolutely elite. So Vlad's going to be number 1. Now let's go get a third baseman, and then we'll see how the team looks. All right, we're going to trade Christian Mania, Philip Abner, and Burgos for Braxton Ashcraft and Carmen Ladonsky. Yeah, just those 2. All right, we're going to trade Carmen Ladonsky for Josh Kasevich and Eric Lauer. I'm not going to keep Lauer in this one. I think I'm going to get one more starter. Braxton Ashcraft's not staying. We're going to get one more starter. It's going to be Roki Sasaki, kind of to be the ace. But Lauer is going to be used to get our third baseman, so yeah. All right, we're going to trade Braxton Ashcraft for Brad Keller, Mike Soroka, and Ben Brown, all of which are going to be traded, so yeah. All right, we're going to trade Austin Pope, Ben Brown, and Brad Keller for Cade Smith, who is then hopefully going to be used to get our third baseman. We're going to need a lot to get this third baseman. So yeah. All right. So I know I said we were going to get a third baseman. The thing is, the third baseman I wanted was J-Ram. He's a little bit too expensive. But I didn't know Cade Smith would have this much value if you turn him to starting pitcher. For reference, I could have gotten him for Scooball straight up, which is nuts. So I'm definitely going to keep that in the back of my mind for future rebuilds. But we're going to trade Cade Smith and Casey Kelly for Ronald Acuna Jr. I already figured out the third baseman situation. I put Lourdes Gurriel there. He goes up 3 overalls, so worth it. And then I'm just going to kind of refigure out this outfield. Corbin Carroll is playing center field without a doubt. He's a beast there. Jake McCarthy will probably slide over to the left. He's not a very good fielder. Yeah, and then Acuna will play in right. So, yeah, I think that should be the last. Oh, actually, no, we need one more move for a starter. I'm not keeping Soroka or Eric Lauer. They'll be traded for prospects if necessary. But yeah, we're going to go get Roki Sasaki. That'll be the last deal we make. So, let's make this deal. I can't believe I'm trading for Acuna, but yeah. We're going to trade Brandon Garcia and Eric Lauer for the one and only Roki Sasaki. Like I said, I'm going to trade Soroka for a couple prospects, so yeah. We're going to trade Soroka for Charlie Condon straight up. That's going to be the last move we make. So let's just get into the season. All right, we are at the home run derby. Vladdy is here. He's a beast. 328, 27 home runs. Insane year for him so far. Let's see who our all-stars are. All right, so I see Vladdy Acuna and Corbin Carroll. Absolutely elite three-headed monster in the lineup. Um, Justin Martinez is here doing a great job. 23 and 6. Okay, that's not the worst, not the best. That's okay. Vlad, we saw who was a beast. Ketel Marte is a beast. He's going up a ton. 287, 24 home runs, 7 stolen bases. Great job from him. Shortstop, no Geraldo Perdomo, which, a little sad, but that's all right. Corbin Carroll, he makes it, but he's only hitting 222. Interesting. Acuna, 264, 23 home runs. Yeah, the team's doing pretty well. We are currently 61 and 36. We are 4 games back on the Dodgers. 4th ranked team, so we should be a real contender. I'll show you guys a draft class in a second, and then we'll go from there. All right, this might sound crazy. We're going to trade Charlie Condon and Roki Sasaki for Tariq Skubal. This is already a spot that is used by a non-Diamondback player, so I figured, you know what? Roki's been okay. He's been solid. He's up to a 90. 10 and 6, 4.34 ERA is okay. But I could go and get a guy who's got a 2.55 ERA, who's lighting it up. He's going down slightly, but it is Skubal. He's a beast for years to come. So I think to turn this into a bona fide playoff or World Series contender, we're going to have to make a deal like this. It was between him and Skeens. Skubal's doing a little bit better, so we're going to go with him. So, yeah. This should hopefully play out in our favor. That's the goal. So, yeah. Oh my, wow. We had a phenomenal draft class. Hopefully we won't need it, but if we do need it, we've got some great trade pieces to make some humongous splashes. So, yeah, let's get to the playoffs and see how we can do. We won 104 games and won the division. That is what I'm talking about. Skubal did a great job. Vladdy did a phenomenal job. Won a batting title, which is great. Pitching war, Scoob with a 4.9. Did he win a Cy Young? He did not. Did Shohei win it? Yes, he did. All right. Any of our other pitchers do anything good? We should have at least 2 or 3 guys here. Zach Gallen, 2.3. Brandon with a 2.2. Not bad. No Corbin Burns or Ryan Nelson is kind of crazy. Corbin Burns with a 1.4. I mean, he's up to an 87. He went up a ton. Just really didn't have a great year. Batting-wise, though, Ketel with a 6.9 up to a 99. Did a great job there. Vladdy, 5.2. He's a beast. Perdomo with a 4.1 up to a 90, which is good. Who else? Corbin with a 4.3. Didn't have a great year. Acuna only a 3.9. I thought he was going to be our big trade piece that goes out and, wins an MVP or something, but he didn't. Moreno, 3.9, did a great job. Anyone else? Lourdes Gurriel, 3.2 at third base. Good job from him. So, did we win any awards? Batting title, and that's about it. I mean, Vladdy just right there with Shohei. Take a look at the standings. How close were the Dodgers? Wow. 1 game ahead of them. We are the 3rd ranked team. They're number 1. Good thing is, good or bad thing is, they have to beat Milwaukee to get to us. So, hopefully Milwaukee can take care of business. Yeah. I will see you guys in a second when we get our first matchup. Alright, so Milwaukee did take down the Dodgers. So we're taking them on. Skubal versus Quinn Priester is a 10-0 W. Ryan Nelson versus Freddie Peralta. W. Corbin Burns versus Jacob for the sweep. W. We're taking on the Phillies. I'm going to go fix the rotation, then we're going to hop in. Alright, we are taking on the Phillies. Skubal versus Sanchez is a W. Nelson versus Wheeler. Loss. Burns versus Luzardo. It's a W. Gallen versus Sanchez. W. Brandon versus Zach Wheeler is a W. We are taking on the Blue Jays. They make it here without Vlad. Alright, I'm going to go fix the rotation. Take one last look at the team, and then we're going to hop in. Alright, we are taking on the Blue Jays. Skubal versus Trey, game 1, is a loss. Nelson versus Bieber is a loss. Burns versus Carmen. Gallen versus Cantillo. Brandon versus Trey. Scoobs versus Shane. We have a game 7 on our hands. Let's go take a look at the roster and see if we can take if we can take a dub from Joey Cantillo, who we traded to their team, I think we traded him there for Vlad. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna go. Take a look. We'll look at the team. Give me a second. All right, this is a team that has gotten us here. So let's count off the players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Is it the best? No. But they did have a lot of big holes in their team, so you know what? I'm not mad at it. Yeah, that being said, let's go get into Game 7, see if we can get it done and get this challenge over with. All right, we got Game 7. Ryan Nelson on the bump. Offense, let's get something going early. Nelson, there we go. Okay. They're going to score 1. That's fine. Offense. All right. That's always the big question mark in these is the offense because they never like to seem to get it going. We do tie it up, though. We do take a lead. Now, Nelson, let's just figure it out. There we go. Offense, we need to extend this lead because as much as I like Ryan Nelson, I don't completely trust him as they tie it up. Ryan Nelson is a good pitcher, but he's not a Scoobs. He's not a Skeens. He's done. Yeah, he's done. Did a great job. Let's bring in... let's go Jalen Beeks. I need 1 out. There we go. Offense gets us another one, or doesn't get us another one. Jalen Beeks gets out of that. Beautiful work. We are in game-winning territory. Justin Martinez, get a job done. He's going to give up a single and another single. We're already in. They love trying to choke games away. They got David Schneider up. Ty France on first. Dalton Varsho on third. Former Diamondback, actually. Playing against his former team. So, you know, it is what it is. But Justin Martinez, can we just get a double play? You know, we can give up 1. We can't give up 2. Oh, 1-0. Steal, you won't. All right, not the best first pitch. Haven't played in a while, so a little bit rusty. Beautiful spot. Beautiful spot. Justin Martinez, someone that I don't use very often in this game for rebuilds. Good miss. It's a good miss. Came up right here. Nope. All right. Not the biggest fan of his pitch release. There we go. We got a K with it, though. Who do they have up next? If they've got 2 lefties up, I'm bringing in Scoobs. I'm bringing in Scoobs if they've got 2 lefties up. Nope, they got Ernie Clement. Double play ball here ends it. That'd be the perfect way to get this done. Give me the ball back. We're hitting our groove. Give me the ball back. Oh, not where I want that, but it'll work. Yes. Come on, give me 1 more, Justin Martinez. Give me 1 more. Who do they have up? Who do they have up? It's going to be Jonathan Aranda. They got lefty, righty, righty. You know what? This might sound crazy. Actually, you know what? We're not going to walk him. We're going to go after him. I'd rather face him. Oh, shit. Should have just walked him. All right. All right, they get 1. They do get 1. I think I'm going to pull Martinez here. Do I go Corbin Burns? Do I go... I'm going to go... Do you have good pitching clutch? Oh, he has phenomenal pitching clutch. All right, Corbin Burns is in. Burns is in. Can you get me 1 out, Burns? If it was a lefty up, it would be Scoobs, but it's a righty. Can you get me 1 out? Yes, come on. 1 more right here. 1 more right here. End it. Okay, he fouls it off. That's fine. Let's see. He's late on that. Give me a little sinker inside. Swing at it. That pitch doesn't really work on these guys, unfortunately, in the CPU. Right here. Yes, we are World Series champions after a 3-0 comeback. Pitching gets it done. Hitters could have made it a little bit easier for us, but Ryan Nelson, good enough game, 6.2 with 2 earned runs. Corbin Burns gets a save. Justin Martinez shit the bed. Call it for what it is. Perdomo does a job. Ketel Marte hits a home run. Corbin Carroll does a job. We get it done. We get it done. Joey Cantillo gets a loss. That's all that matters to me. We traded him there. He got a loss for us. Yeah, we get it done. So we get 23 out of 26. Kel Marte, World Series MVP and playoff MVP. Absolutely lit it up in the World Series. I mean, just phenomenal. 467 with 5 home runs. He had a home run in every game but 2 in the World Series, which is nuts. He had a hit in every single. He had multi-hit games in every game except for the first 2 that we lost. Absolutely nuts. Yeah. That being said, that's gonna be it though. We are 18 out of 30, so we do have a solid 12 left. But we're almost done. So that being said, thank you guys as always for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and peace.